And finally, welcome back to the Saucy Boys podcast.
Saucy.
We're finally back after, it feels like forever, but it's only been a week.
Yeah, just about a week.
Yeah, we're a couple days late on this episode.
By the time this drops, you could probably count it as 2.
Yeah.
You know.
So
Yeah. So sorry, I go by the name of Michael Stokes,
I'm Chaku, aka Nunchuck Johnson,
and we are the Saucy Boys.
the sauciest.
If this is your first time tuning in to this audio, euphoric. I can't think of any more big words. I'm sorry like that. But yeah, we're back. We took a week off. You know, spring break. Had to get it in. Wasn't on no beach or nothing like that, but still had to take a little break. Every now and then you gotta recharge the batteries. You feel me?
I didn't get to do that.
That's on you, my guy.
I was working overtime on the overtime, bro. See, so like this episode, like was the last episode where I was super relaxed?
Yeah, that was the one where you let me host.
So same thing with this one.
Oh, here we go.
Mike's taking the reins. Oh baby, I gotta get comfortable.
I'm a little mad because I almost brought my bomber out tonight.
You should have.
No, we can't be bomber bros.
We gotta be bomber bros.
We can't be bomber bros.
We're already saucy bros. We gotta be bomber bros. We gotta be the bombermen. Oh damn. I'm so exhausted, bro. But I'm glad you got to get out of town and
Thank you.
And hang out for a little bit. So I got to live through your Instagram stories.
Bro, I had a minute, like, because I was off on Tuesday, and I was, like, going through my emails, and I realized, like, dude, it had already been a week since I took off. And I was so pissed. It was like, it flew by. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like this thing of time. When you're in the moment, it feels like it's going slow. Like, there was a point where I was out of town, and I was, like, thinking to myself, like, man, like, yo, it's only Tuesday still? Like, because we was just going so hard. And then, like, Wednesday came. I was like, yo, this is what's up, man. It's only Wednesday. And now, like, I look up. I'm in the gym, and I look at my shit. I'm like, damn, man. I looked at my itinerary for the flights. I was like, shit, that was a week ago. This is bullshit.
To put that same thing in perspective, this time last year, I was on a cruise.
See?
And I'm looking at the pictures, and I'm just like, bro, that shit seemed like
It's crazy.
Yesterday.
It's crazy. So that's the thing. Like, yeah, when I left, that was the 1-year anniversary. And I know we've talked about it before. Y'all know what happened and everything. But, yeah, it was like I think I was in the airport, and I caught the news where it was, like, saying, like, it's been 1 year since the U.S. shut down. And I was just like, holy shit. It's like, that's crazy. Like, I didn't even think about it. So I was just so ready to go on the trip. And it's like last year, the same time. Couldn't. And you were almost stuck at sea.
Yeah. Almost. Yo, if we would have been a day later, like I probably would have been stuck on the boat.
Would have been donezo.
That should have been horrible.
Would have.
Because it was cool being on a boat, but like I think I can only do like 3 or 4 days on the boat. It's like Vegas. I can only do like 3 or 4 days in Vegas.
Yeah.
I can't do like some people be out there for like a week and shit.
No.
I'm like, yo, y'all must hate y'all life.
I remember initially planning that, and I was like saying like, yeah, we could do a week, and then like my girl was just like, really want to be there a week? I was just like, you know what, you're right. That's not a good deal.
If you're gonna see like other shit around besides just being on, the strip, but
yeah, that's just a week of debauchery. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
Like I don't think I can go anywhere for like a solid like week in like one location in that place. Like I gotta get up and move around.
Unless you're like going to visit family somewhere. That's
even after a while, I think I'd be like, yo, I'm ready to get the fuck away from these people.
Oh, man.
I love you guys.
Well, I
love all my family.
Most of my family is all out here. I mean, I got family in South Dakota. Then I got family in Cali. I got my sister in Florida. But I hate it because she comes and she visits so often that it doesn't even feel like she
gone.
Yeah. So, and I would think about them like, I was supposed to go last week to go visit in Florida with her because my parents went out there and we went to go see her. And I was like, you know what? Like, now's not the time. I was like, let me just like fall back and hang out.
Stack
for
a little paper.
And what I planned on doing was getting some rest.
Yeah. Never works out that way.
I did the exact opposite. So that whole week I had double gigs booked all the way up until Sunday. And then on Monday, I had to go work at my regular job at 7 in the morning. So my last gig on Sunday, Mind you, this is almost like 30 hours of just standing in one spot playing music.
That's crazy.
That has to.
You need to fucking invest in an orthopedic pad already for your feet, bro.
I do.
Stop playing, dog. Think about your well-being.
I never thought I needed it until like I was standing there, maybe like on day 2, like in the middle of like set number 2.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
It doesn't matter how comfortable your shoes are. If you stand in them too long, they start to fucking hurt, bro.
Yep.
Like these shits, they were comfortable as shit. And then we decided to walk like 45 minutes through downtown Denver. And like ever since then, I can only like after like an hour of having these on, they start to hurt the bottom of my feet. And I'm just like, shit, man. And it sucks.
Got to get them insoles.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, damn, I'm really that old now. I got to get some insoles, some gels, some Dr. Scholl's. Yeah. Like, fuck.
Fucking happy feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just doing the gigs, and then like I think on day 2, like second, I felt fine. It was cool. Like all the spots that I played at were cool, and then end of the weekend is just like you're dead.
Yeah.
So
I think you know what else might have added on to that? The fact that you lost an hour when the weekend ended.
Yeah.
Because nobody thought about that, and then it just happened. And like I remember waking up Sunday morning when it happened, and I was like, it was like 7:00, and it was still dark outside, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot. It's like, god damn, like I gotta get up, but it's like, why is it still dark outside? Like I'm so used to like the sun being out and shit.
Damn it.
So it's just like,
yeah, but so at the end of my gig on Sunday, like I go home and crash out maybe at like 3, but I had to be up at like 5:36 because I had to be to my job at 7. So I'm like, so the whole day, like we're doing this training, and I was just like, man, it was dragging.
You should have just drove to your job and slept in the parking lot.
True. But I smell like Jameson and shit.
It ain't like you ain't got like showers and shit at your job.
We do, but nah, I couldn't have done that. This guy, because I didn't even pack a bag either.
Oh, then that's an issue right there.
But yeah, so that whole day, like like around lunch, I was like, all right, cool. Like I got my second win. Like I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, like 2:15, I looked at my watch and I was like, yo. And then
it's always after lunch when it hits you. You're like, oh shit.
Like I ate a little bit and I felt good. I was like, cool, man. I'm
temporary.
I'm gonna be done at 3, so this is all good.
Like a little Band-Aid over it.
Man, that last 45 minutes, I was like,
the worst.
I couldn't even keep my eyes open.
See, I wish I could do that, but I snore really loud. So if I fall asleep, it's also super embarrassing because people are going to be making fun of my snoring. So I can't do that. So I really got to fight it. So that's just when I just start getting up and going to the restroom frequently.
And see, I kept doing that. I was like, I'll be right back. I got to go to the restroom.
Like, is everything okay, Mr. Johnson?
But we were training, so it's just like I had to like instruct people and shit. And I was just like, bro, this is the worst.
Yeah.
Worst. But I made it. Through. And then I was like, all right, as soon as I get home, like I'll sleep because I had a meeting at 7.
Yeah.
So I was like, as soon as I get home, like I'll crash out or whatever. Man, I fell asleep for 20 minutes and then got up and just got right back to the shits.
I think the worst thing about those type of naps is like they're energizing, but it's such a fucking tease. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because my bed, and we've talked about our beds and like my mattress is not comfortable at all. Man, as soon as I hit that, I was like,
boom, just gone. That's how I know. That's how I know when I'm tired. It's just like if I sit down on anything and I just knock out. It could be a bed, a couch, a chair.
I was in here when I was waiting for you to come, and I was just sitting here like this. I was like,
yeah.
I was out for a good 5 minutes.
It bees like that sometimes.
And then that lady was walking by. I was like, I don't know who it was, but
well, shit. We are known as the Saucy Boys for a reason, so let's not get too far into this podcast without introducing the bevy of the show.
We almost went past introducing the beverage.
I know that's what they've been waiting on. So this weekend is you. Well, not weekend. This week is you.
Yeah, so this week is me. What we got today is we got a Ranger Creek. Oh, I apologize. Ranger Creek, 36 Texas bourbon whiskey, small caliber series. So
small caliber.
I guess what this is like they made like a small batch, and so this is number 70 out of I don't know how 100 and something bottles, but it's cool because like it's made here in Texas.
Hey.
And not only is it made here in Texas, it's made in San Antonio,
hey.
Texas. So this is hometown.
That's what's up.
So I know we were supposed to do the beverage of the show for this month. It was all supposed to be like women owned and stuff like that. But for us, it was difficult to find and get.
Well, not for me. It was just for you. I just want to add that I'm not sexist like DJ.
I'm not.
I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
But the spots that I went to, like they didn't have.
That's what I'm saying. I really not do no offense or nothing. I didn't have any faith you'd find the Bren. That's why I immediately sent you the other one because I knew because it was hard for me to find it.
I looked for that too, and I was just like, dang.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of like woman-owned, companies that sell alcohol and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard to find, which sucks.
Unfortunately. It's trash.
Which really sucks because I was like, man, because I really wanted to try the is it Bren?
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Bren. It could be pronounced Breen. Who knows?
And then they had the other one that you was talking about. I didn't know it was a gin, but I wanted to get either one of those, and it would have been dope to try on the show. But maybe at the end of this month we can double up and do one of each.
Probably have to order them though. But yeah, we talked about that before. We definitely got to start ordering these shits.
So Drizzly, if y'all want to sponsor your boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll get into this.
Get it popping
for
like
me,
that cork top.
I looked on the website and they said that one of the drinks you can make with it, it's called something tea. And pretty much what it is just like sweet tea, some pomegranate juice, and then you garnish it with a little bit of lime and lemon. I mean, not lime, orange and lemon. And I didn't have any pomegranate, so we just kind of did this, this Gold Peak tea, and then this Pellegrino. So, just a different spin on it. Hopefully, it tastes the same. But if not, I think I'm gonna sip on this just straight for a little bit, and then if I decide to mix it,
I feel you. I like your thinking. Pellegrino, a first lockdown favorite of the Saucy Boys.
Oh yes,
we was getting it in. Pelly, the Pelly in the kettle, as it was.
The Pelly was definitely stocked.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I love cork top bottles.
You know it.
That's just like my favorite.
Last weekend we had a fan come up to us and say how he thought that shit was dope as fuck. And I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, hell yeah! I didn't know we started a movement.
Hey, so if you're watching, this is for you. You ready?
Let's go. ASMR. Ooh,
that was
you should have.
That was a tiny one for. Hold on, let's redo that.
Let's get a little.
Are you ready?
Go. There you go. Yeah.
It's a cute little like.
It looks like a beer bottle. I'm not even gonna lie.
It does. It's a little. So I think this is just made more for sipping.
Yeah.
So if we want to sip this straight up, we can. But and the reason I really decided on this smaller bottle is because being a DJ, people just bring you shots.
I saw last night. You were just standing there doing your job, and then 4 shots came up to the DJ booth, and it was crazy.
And he's just like, thank y'all. Really, thank you.
You appreciate it. DJs around the world, they all appreciate that.
But then at the same time, hey, maybe give my liver a break.
Bring them a water. How about that?
Bring me a water. Yo, bring me a water and then another water. And then when y'all want to take a shot, then we can do that. But let me space it out. Because sometimes there's a lot of y'all in one spot. And then next thing you know, my table has shots lined up. And I'm just like, I got to give them to my friends around me.
And that's where I would come in back in the day. I'm the cleanup man. I gotta get all these things away from my friend so he can do his job
successfully. Nobody wants to sloppy DJ.
Hell yeah.
I can't be out there playing Rihanna, only girl in the world,
twice,
singing that shit, standing on my tables. Like Chaku, what's wrong with you, bro?
Chaku bugging, dog.
Oh, what's all the green tea shots?
I think green tea are the worst because they creep up on you.
Oh, they do. They sneaky.
Terrible.
They sneaky. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of this. So I'm just going. Oh wait, we didn't get the.
What's the smell? What's the smell factor?
I can't even process today, so it smells good. It's a good little.
Nice little whiskey.
Oh man, I dig it.
You like it?
I dig it. For those of y'all want to get silent, if y'all want to take a drink with us, please do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sip on this.
more bourbon-y.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Cool. All right, so moving on. Spring break. Hey, Phil, you got to come and try this.
What am I trying?
We are trying the Texas bourbon, the Ranger Creek. You got a
Ladies and
little
gentlemen,
glass?
the man, the myth himself, Phil.
I'll pull a chair over.
We got the man Phil in here. I don't know if we can see you on cam, but
It's okay. What's up, gentlemen?
we'll get you on here. Hold on. Let's grab him a glass real quick.
I'll grab a glass.
Phil's gonna grab a glass real quick. We're gonna get him to try this Ranger Creek and see what he thinks. Yeah, so we got Phil here.
Yeah, we've been waiting to do this.
Yeah, we gotta get him here. We gotta get another mic so we can do the rum that he was talking about.
Oh.
The Vizcaya.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called. I seen that too. I was thinking about getting that, but we'll probably have to do that one next time.
I kind of want to try that aviation gin also.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that. All right, so we're gonna let you.
All right.
You want some ice or you going straight?
Here, straight. Ranger
Needs-
Creek 36.
You need some ice? Straight up?
No ice
Okay.
allowed.
No
All right,
ice.
No ice
Oh.
allowed.
Oh, wait. Don't
See,
look at our
there's
glasses.
rules to this.
So, do you want me to evaluate
gonna-
this? Am I evaluating this?
Yeah. We'll get your rundown of the Ranger Creek.
Ranger Creek 36.
Pro status right here.
Dude, that's good.
It's good stuff.
It only takes a simple review to say it's good. But it's got a nice bite. It's smoky and good.
Smoky, that's
Did you say smoky?
Yeah. I tend to call the smoky a lot.
Smoky. Cheers to smoky.
Yes, sir.
Cheers to Smoky.
Smoky is good
Mm.
because it just adds some complexity. And that's good. That's a good review. You know when you drink whiskey,
Mhm.
you want a little burn.
Yeah.
You don't want it to kill you,
No.
but you want a little bite. And this has a good bite.
That's what we needed.
So 2 thumbs up for the Ranger Creek.
2 thumbs
It's
up.
a three thumbs up.
3 thumbs up. Yes.
I'll be the token Rangers Creek thumbs up guy.
All right.
Thank you for letting me steal this from you. Cheers to the podcast.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all kill it.
Saucy Boys.
Yes, sir.
Saucy Boys. Is that what you'll call yourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you get sauced?
We get sauce. Not always.
Not on the pod.
Saucy Boys.
Not on the pod.
not always, but
Only when it counts.
Yeah.
only when it counts.
Only when it counts. Cheers to the Saucy Boys.
All right.
Happy spring break.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you, Phil.
All right, that's a man right there, Mr. Philip Nelson.
Big Philly style.
So as he said, spring break.
Hey, spring break. So, yeah, we went on spring break. We're just wrapping it up. I think some schools are going on theirs. You know how it's late. You got the first week, then second week or whatnot.
Yeah.
For my trip, I went out to Denver with my girl, hung out with her cousin, saw the town, went to Boulder, went to Red Rock. I did just about everything,
I was
man.
all over the place.
Yeah, man, we did just about everything. It was pretty dope, bro. I really like to take it in. I really love that city.
Mhm.
Next time I go up there, I'd like to go more into the mountains, maybe see like Breckenridge, Aspen, things like that. But it got me thinking about like spring break stories and stuff like that. I don't know about you. I used to go to the beach every now and then for spring breaks.
That wasn't me because I was scared to wear tank tops.
What?
I still am. I got weird arms.
You didn't have to be scared, bro.
I ain't want to take my shirt off in front of the ladies.
This guy right here, unbelievable. But nah, I was thinking about let's get into it.
Let's get into it. shall we?
Statue of limitations. I have to throw that out there every time I tell my stories because you never know. The evidence might incriminate people. So I won't use names because these people are in professional settings now, but statue of limitations. Spring break 2010.
Oh damn.
A young Mike Stokes and his partner are driving down to South Padre Island. We might have a little something on us. Not much. Just 5 cigarillos worth. And we might have been racially profiled by the cops down there, which pulled my friend over who was driving a really nice Charger because the tint was too dark. to where they pulled us out the car and separated us on the sides of the roads.
I think if you drive a Charger, that's a given.
I know, really, but it was a Charger sitting on like 20s. It was super nice too.
Yeah.
And like I remember they made my homeboy like stomp the stuff out, like tear it up and stomp it out on the side of the road or whatnot.
At least it's that.
It was stupid though, but it was dumb. Another time I remember coming back from Padre. All my stories in Padre always come with scares. I think it was the year prior. We were like coming back and we didn't realize that they do the checkpoints.
Oh shit.
Border Patrol checkpoints. And so like we didn't have nothing on us, but we had paraphernalia.
Ugh.
And so as we're getting up to the checkpoint, we start slowing down and we see them bringing the dogs down and everyone starts panicking and almost crying. And I remember like turning around and be like, yo, it's my fault. My bad. I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. Y'all could blame me. It's my fault or whatnot. Then the Border Patrol dude like just waves us through.
Bro.
We don't even stop, and they ended up pulling the dogs on the next car behind us, and I was just like, I ain't crying. I knew we had it all this time.
Watching out.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So like I just got like a bunch of stories from just going to like Padre or Corpus, Panama City Beach in Florida, things like that. I never went to like Miami for spring break or anything, but those would be the main areas that I went to and did my dirt, so to speak, in my early 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you really got to like spring break it up. I've never really done anything. Like most of the things I would usually do is just like work. That's about it.
Yeah. Didn't even when you were at New Mexico, y'all didn't just like the college itself?
We came down here.
Oh, that's
but like at the time, like I had a girlfriend and we went to like Padre with my family and like that. But that was like it was like 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
That was like the last time I did anything like real spring breaky, like go to the beach.
That's crazy. That's the first time I did it.
But I mean, like I've done stuff during spring break,
yeah.
But it wasn't specifically just for spring break because you know what comes around during spring break?
What up?
South by Southwest.
That's true. So we could throw that in on this too because
so anytime like I guess I had time, I would go to South by Southwest.
Yeah.
South by Southwest is my shit. So. But see, like these past few years have been like, ugh.
Oh, it's longer than that. Don't say past few years. It's probably been since like 2015.
Because I've still found some good events.
Never. I haven't found any. I have not enjoyed South by Southwest post 2015, and I think it's an aspect of how corporate the city has become now.
Yeah.
And I don't rock with it no more. Like it's super annoying. Like I was thinking about this on the flight back from Denver because I was just like, man, I was about to touch down. I was like, yo, South by would be starting right now, like the Music Week would.
Yep.
And I started thinking, like, are they doing it this year? And I saw it was just do like the virtual thing.
Yep.
But like I just started thinking about all the times where like our game plan was literally just like, yo, here's everything to RSVP to as much as you can. And then if it comes in handy, it comes in handy. And then we just go and hit the streets and we find stuff.
But you realize like how much stuff we got into?
Like that's what I'm saying.
During South by?
That's what I'm saying. And that doesn't happen no more now. It's so like, oh, you either drop the 1,000 for the silver wristband or you're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
And it's dumb now.
Yo, we used to get into so much stuff. Because we've been together most of the times.
Yeah, most of them. I think only a few years I had to like back out, but most of the time I always met up with you or whatnot. I remember seeing Cool Kids.
Yeah. Pac
Div. You were on the street with me when they were freestyling it and like in his rap he like shouted out ASAP Rocky and he was like standing over to my right.
And then at that one spot next to Speakeasy they had that party on the rooftop.
Yeah.
And ASAP and all them were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's just like, man, being there in that early point of the last decade when all those artists were like coming up, it was like you always knew who was next up because they were like the talk of the South by that year.
Yep.
So it's like that year where you kept seeing Gambino everywhere. Lo and behold, he blows up right after that.
I think that was the same year that whole Justin Bieber thing happened.
I think it happened 2 times because you kept running into Gambino all the time.
Yeah.
So that's just. I don't know. It was just crazy, bro. Like I remember things like that happening. They don't happen that way.
I think that's probably like my favorite South by moment.
You remember running into Nardwar while we were just walking on the street?
Ran into Nardwar.
Hey, that's crazy, bro.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Bro, all right.
How could I forget about that?
Yo, people.
That's Nardwar, the human serviette.
3 a.m. Drunk Stokes stumbling through the streets of Austin. Starts hearing music playing down in the ditch.
Oh, I remember this shit.
And I'm like, what is going on? I stand over the barrier. I stand over the rail and look down. And upon me is the Smashing fucking Pumpkins just doing an impromptu set my viewing point wasn't so far away to where it was like obstructed. Like I couldn't see, like I can make out faces and everything. And I was just like, yo, this is basically like a free fucking concert.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is crazy. Like I'm watching Smashing Pumpkins. Like that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that don't happen no more.
Mm-mm.
Like they'll build like a bubble over the viewing over the stage and shit like that. Like didn't y'all niggas like see Danny Brown for free?
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, we seen so many people. That's what I'm saying.
That's
so
what I'm
like
saying.
getting into Fader Ford or like doing stuff like that. I mean, Fader Ford was kind of like the hardest one to get into.
Always.
Because, you know, whatever. But then they started having all these other joints pop up. Like I remember Taco Bell had the Hype House.
Yeah.
And Toro y Moi was there.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this is the dopest shit.
Dude. I'm saying, bro.
Like we've seen so many people. And then I ran into Lil Dicky on the street.
Lil Dicky.
Nipsey Hussle.
Mm-hmm.
He was by himself.
That's what I'm saying.
Like on the street, just like dabbing people
like
up.
You could do that back then.
I was like, who else did we meet out there? Schoolboy Q.
I forgot. We saw the Schoolboy Q show.
Times.
He came through the audience and dapped me up while he was going to the stage, and it was right when his album dropped, and I was like, oh my god.
I got a funny story about Q.
What's up?
Okay, so when they brought Kendrick Lamar down here, and he did that show at White Rabbit, a friend of mine at the time, he was doing stuff with the people that brought him down, and I was riding with him, and he picked up Ali, the engineer from the hotel. He had to go pick him up and then drop him off at the meet and greet. It's like, all right, cool. So go and pick him up, and then we get to the meet and greet or whatever, and we're sitting inside, and like we're just waiting for them to show up. And so Kendrick walks in first, and he's just kind of like hands in his pocket, like goes to the table. He's like, hey, what's up, y'all? Like, just walks in, and then Absol walks in. He's just like, oh, what up, everybody? Like, you know, we're just on some cool shit. And then fucking Q walks up, and he like stands next to me for a second. He's like, hey, nigga, where the weed at? And my dumb ass like, I don't smoke, so I'm just like,
I don't know.
Man, this nigga gonna think I'm corny as fuck. But he's like, hey, yo, where the weed at? Hey, I mean, but all that, like, all them, they were super cool. They were cool as shit.
That's wild.
But it's like crazy because you have, it's like during that time, it's like during South by Southwest, and like back then when shit was popping like that.
That White Rabbit show was during South by too, right?
I think it was like the week
like
before.
Overflow show or something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so, and that's the cool thing about that too is like it's like, all right, San Antonio is only an hour away.
Yeah.
So if you're an artist coming down for South by Southwest, like get booked in San Antonio, like make some extra money here.
Yeah, and just
do
shoot
all
back
your
up the
shows
street.
in, Austin, whatever. And
That's
I mean,
crazy.
San Antonio is low key, so you can walk around and not get hurt. I mean,
Exactly.
Dave Chappelle fucking hang around at the Pearl and shit. Like
nobody's saying nothing.
Oh, what up, nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Dave Chappelle. I met Dave Chappelle.
That's crazy.
Fucking crazy.
That's crazy, bro. This is all pre-pandemic. That's the wild part about how like this shit would happen, and now it's just like that's probably not gonna happen for like another 5 years or something.
Yeah.
Because like how crazy people are about germs and shit.
Hell yeah. Which, like if you don't like that, then just stay home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick, but at the same time, it's like my job is I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
So I'm playing these gigs and I post stuff and people are like, oh my God, nobody has masks on. Like, I'm like, all right, well, I'm protected. I got my mask on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool. I mean, I've been out in this shit for long enough. So, like, but for the people that just like sit there and say, oh, like they ain't got no mask on and that's horrible and this, and this, and then they be the same people hanging out at the Pearl.
Also, why are they mad at you and not mad at the establishment for not enforcing their policies?
I'm not saying they're really mad at me, but they're just
I just think it's dumb that they're questioning you like you're the owner of the establishment.
Yeah.
Like I don't own the place. Like there's unfortunately there's no signs on this building saying that you must maintain your face covering while you're in here. Like unfortunately that's just how it is.
Yeah. I mean, especially with like the shit like open 100% now.
Yeah.
People are just wilding out.
But even still with that, a business is private property and they can still enforce the rule.
Enforce it, yeah.
So it's like, but most of the places you work, because you're a DJ, are bars, and they're not going to enforce the rule that hard.
But see, a lot of the spots that I play at too, they're outdoor venues.
That too.
So people are probably social distance, and it's not like no crazy shit. But for St. Patrick's Day, like they were ready to fucking rage.
Yes, yeah.
They were wilding out.
First holiday since we've been open, like yeah.
So I mean, just seeing that, but it bugs me a little bit that people are like, oh, like why would you? But then they go and they do things.
They do the same thing.
Or they travel. They go out of town, and then they post pictures. Oh man, I'm here, and here.
Would you call this double standards?
I would think so. Or just being a hypocrite. Like, don't sit there and say that it's not okay for me to be somewhere and doing my job, because I'm doing a job. I'm getting paid, and you just going somewhere to have fun. It's like, nigga, you go to the grocery store, right? You could be exposed to COVID there. Like, don't just look at me and be like, ew. Like, I've had some people that say they didn't want to hang out with me because what I do.
But the trash thing is, like, I've been around you. You do socially distance, and you maintain your face covering at all these events. Like, I've been up to you when you're DJing and you got your mask on. Mm-hmm. If the establishment is a little bit too crowded, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you leave your tables or anything like that, you always put your mask back on. You always wash your hands. So it's just like, I think it's dumb that they judge you like that, but they never go out to see that you're actually following the rules. But what are you supposed to do? Grab the fucking DJ mic and be like, yo, back the fuck away from the booth unless you got your mask on. Like,
I'm gonna start bringing Lysol to gigs.
And just
squirt motherfuckers.
Yo, too close. Sit down. Back the fuck up.
Man,
it's crazy.
I hate like people that are hypocrites. It's like, don't sit there and talk about what I do and look at me in disgust because I'm out here. Ew, you're surrounded by COVID and germs, but then you fucking go and take a trip to California or somewhere else, and you just out with a group of people somewhere.
Doing the same thing, spreading germs in a different state.
In a different state,
also. So you're a carrier. Just like.
So miss me with that bullshit.
Miss him with that shit.
And if we're close friends and you've said something to me, like, hey, I appreciate your concern, but miss me with the bullshit.
Miss him with that shit, dog.
I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm healthy.
Man's good. It's
gonna be all right.
If it means anything, I actually submitted to get my vaccination. So
I think I might actually do it. Like I told you before, I was kind of waiting, just because I would rather the people that actually need the shit get it before I do.
Well, it's not even that. They're gonna give it to the people who need it before you. Like, it's hard to get yourself in there if you're a healthy, able-bodied person.
The only reason, because it's been offered to me numerous times, and I've been like, I'm gonna wait. And the only reason I think about that is because I've had friends that are like,
had to. Sorry.
I have friends that, like, I've seen them post and they're like, oh, well, like, I haven't been able to get, the vaccine, and how do I get it?
No, the vax shot is the new wave now, bro. Like, everyone's posting their
stickers.
Their stickers.
Like, they voted.
Yeah, it was just like, damn, this the new wave?
Got my vaccination.
Vote 2020, vax 2021.
I'm just going to buy a bunch of them stickers and hand them out. Nah, it's fucked up. But, yeah, so I'll probably jump to get it maybe in a week or so. But, I mean, we'll see. I mean, you digging it? I think I might try the tea with the pomegranate.
I'm about to try that right now.
I think I might rock with it.
I feel like I gotta sauce it up a bit.
But I don't know. I don't understand why people are so hypocritical. You know what I mean?
Because they have nothing else to do. That's why.
Oh my gosh.
Because all they want to do is tell you how to live your life.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's how it always is, bro. Like, it's like when people we're hitting like the thing of like, oh man, I've seen some of y'all doing some stuff during the pandemic that I'm not gonna forget. You know what I'm saying? But then they'll be hanging out with us, like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, later on, it's just like, okay, all right, sure, maybe. I guess you forgot it. You know?
I ain't gonna say nothing. But when they leave,
I'll be talking again. Smokey.
Man, see, nobody's gonna get that reference.
No, because they
might
dumb.
be a bunch of young people.
Yeah. Anyways, Friday, the original, 1995. Smokey.
Man. So, hey, just, word of advice is don't be a hypocrite. And if you are going to be a hypocrite, just keep that shit to yourself.
Mind your own business. How about that?
Man, we're promoting. See, look, this, don't tell me the Ranger already got me. Either that or it's a combination of just not sleeping because I'm over here stumbling on my words and shit.
It's probably to sleep more or anything, but that's probably amplifying it. So if you need to chill. I'll take the Ranger for you. You know what I'm saying?
Let me take this home.
Let me get you. You know what I'm saying? I got you, bro. Anyways, but yeah, no, I've had my fair share of double standards. I feel like recently more. Yeah. But yeah, it's weird, man. Like, it's the same thing. Like, it's so hypocritical to tell somebody like to do something, but they've done it also. Yeah. So it's just like
it's not okay for you to do it.
Yeah.
Like, Mike, hey, what are you doing drinking this Ranger? What are you doing drinking this? It's only okay for me to drink it.
Strange.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's just
I'm trying not to dig too deep into shit like that because it just like It's an energy suck.
Just the whole, you're with random people at a bar.
Yeah.
It's my job.
But it's like you go to work every day around people that have probably been at the bars I play at.
Bitch, you flew to Florida with random people, and it's not your job. Like, what are you talking about?
There were so many fucking people in Florida, too. I almost went to Florida.
No mask.
Man, shit is crazy. So, is what it is.
Man. Anyways, I also wanted to talk about something else because before I went, I had to get to the chop shop, my brother. I had to get the freshie. I see you looking a little rough up there. I'll chalk that up to you doing the hustle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw you under the bus. Them headphones kind of cover it up, but
this nigga called me. See, now I gotta show y'all. Look, my man's. Look, I'm struggling over here.
My guy.
I got the wings on the side. This shit is not a good look. It is not a good look at all.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, I was in need of a barber, and of course, most people know that barbers, a lot of them don't cut on Monday.
Oh yeah, they don't.
Yeah, and so I was flying out on Tuesday.
Unless you go to like Sports Clips or some shit
and
like that.
I'll never go there if you get a cut. If you're a black man and you get your cut there, then man.
Hey, some people getting their cuts at Walmart.
Woo. Yo, I remember being a kid and like some of my peeps, I won't name no names, used to have to go get their hair cut at the BX.
Damn, I used to hate that.
And
I ain't even gonna front.
I'm looking at you strange.
I would rather just cut my own hair.
You know what I'm saying?
And I've done it a few times, like since the pandemic.
I'm saying,
like, fuck it.
I'm gonna look at you sideways. Anyways, my normal barber, just like the rest, doesn't cut on Monday. My flight's on Tuesday. My original plan was like I had so much time for the flight because it flew out at 3 was to just get the cut Tuesday morning and then chop out. But I was just like, nah, let me just move this up, see if I can get something on Monday. I ended up finding somebody on the Booksy app, which was dope. I love the Booksy app, especially if you're looking for a barber. He was in his shop. He was just a solo barber who came in on his day off because he wanted to earn some extra bread. And he cut me up. Now, the etiquette thing that I want to talk about was the fact that, like, different barbers in different places, depending on the size of their chair or whatnot, you'll be located in a different area. And so this barber, he did a damn good job. Great job. Won't name no names. But my man's was like, I like to relax. So I like got my elbows on the sides and shit. My man's just like leaning over heavy, like fucking with my edge up and shit. And at one point in time, like I felt like my elbow hit something that it shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was super awkward. And I was just like, this is strange. And I was thinking to myself, do I fuck up? Do I jeopardize fucking up this edge up to move my arm because toxic masculinity tells me not to? You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh shit.
Or do I stay put and let him do his job because I don't want him to fuck my hair up? Because
kind of like.
Because you know what I'm saying? There's nothing worse than like I can walk around and be like, yeah, but I ain't gay though, even though I got the worst fucking edge up in the world. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, what the fuck? Damn. But he was just like leaning super heavy, and it's just like, like in a barbershop, there are etiquette rules. When they're doing the edge up and they're looking you in the face, you close your eyes.
Oh yeah, that's super weird. Like to have your eyes open.
But my man's chair was like super low as opposed to my normal barber who's got like a decent height to where like I'm above his waist. And so like my man's like leaning over me and shit, and that happened. I was just like, this is strange.
He just looks at you like,
this is strange. Like, nah, I didn't want to make eye contact. I was just like, ugh. And I was like pulling my arms closer and shit like that. But he kept leaning in further and further. And I was like, what the
like, hey man,
my guy, like,
get
what the
dick
fuck?
off my elbow.
Like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Back up. Just do the edge up, man. But yeah, so like, that's my question. Like, where do we stand on this?
What if he was just in his zone and he didn't realize it?
I know, he was in his zone. He was doing the damn thing.
Like,
Because when I got there, he was on the phone. Like, he had his AirPods in. He was, like, talking to his homeboy back in Ohio. Like, he's like, yeah, man, you got to come down here. You know what I'm saying? Then after he got off, he was like, oh, where you from, fam? Oh, what? Oh, that's cool, man. I'm from Ohio, you know? Like, he's just getting it.
Ohio.
Yo, it was cool. Like, he's getting it. But then, like, after a minute, I was just like, oh, my God. What's going on?
Yeah. Like, hey, man, get your dick off my elbow.
What should have been said? What should have been said? But then that fucks up the rapport. Everything's out the window.
Yeah, I guess sometimes you gotta take a little dick brush.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that just the etiquette or what?
I can't front though. Like, it's happened to me before.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
I'm sitting there, I'm just like, man, this dick is on my shit.
It's like, what the fuck? Like
leave y'all holding your elbow and shit, looking at him.
Go home and take a shower real quick, scrub extra hard. Like,
Come on, man. Get your dick off my arm.
Whatever barbershop etiquette rules that you think are out there. Like, are there any you ever thought of?
I really don't know, man, because I feel super awkward at the barbershop for one. Just because, like, I go to get a cut, and they still charge me full price for shaving half of my head.
That's the way you got to be now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right, $40. I'm like, goddamn.
Whoa, $40. Where you go?
About $30. But I tip.
I tip, too.
I tip.
So my barber, I've been going to him forever. So that's why I think he's like 18, but I throw him like 25.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, throw him a little I just usually like throw like 10 or whatever.
Homeboy who hooked me up, I threw him the 40 because he came in the clutch, and I know barbers don't work on Monday. So I was just like, okay, cool, here you go.
I don't know, like, I always feel super awkward in the barbershop. And then, like, even if it's like my regular barber, which I don't have one now, but it's just like trying to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because they'll ask you questions, and me, I'm just like, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to, like, hey, man, so what you...
Yeah, I ain't here for no conversation,
What you do? Like, and so I say I'm a DJ, and then they're like, oh, yeah, you oh, word. So, like, where you playing? Oh, I got a friend. He a DJ.
Yo, get him your mix, man.
Yeah. So, you know, you had those. I don't know. I need to figure out, like, a story. Just be like, oh, I'm in sales.
There's one barbershop that I used to go to before the pandemic, and there was a DJ who worked in there.
For real?
Yeah, I forgot his name. I don't want to put him on blast or whatnot, but when I heard his name, I was like, oh, that's him? Like, because I had heard the name before. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, what's he doing cutting hair? But he was like the loudest motherfucker in the barbershop, too.
Nigga just hustling.
Yeah. Just getting it in, but
Yeah,
it's just
getting
like,
his paper.
Yeah, so
That too,
cool.
I think another thing for me in, like, barbershops is most barbershops I go to are, like, it's all black dudes, right? I'm light-skinned. I feel like as soon as I go in there, they're just going to be like, oh, look at this light-skinned nigga, like. And I feel like in their head, like, they just talking shit about me.
What you want? You want me to cut a heart in your head like Drake?
All right, certified lover boy, sit down. But yeah, I don't know. Yo, I used to go to this one dude. I'm not going to say his name, but if you're from San Antonio and you've been to this barbershop, you know. So, homie, good dude. He give you a good cut. But then if you let him get to talking and you just keep talking, you start doing a bunch of extra shit.
Yeah.
You start edging up your eyebrows. You start cutting designs in your head.
Shit.
And he's like, oh, hey, how you like that? And I'm just like, nigga, I didn't ask for
My
this.
guy.
It reminds me of that episode of fucking
Atlanta. Yeah, where he's like ducking them for the cut and stuff.
Dog.
Yo, Bevy, man. Nah.
That's the funniest fucking episode.
I had one barber who I followed for a bit because there was a time where like my work schedule wouldn't permit me to go to my barber because he only cut on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had like my days off for school, I had to go see this dude. And he was kind of like that. Like he would talk his ass off, bro.
And it'd be taking forever to get the cut done.
Yeah,
I'm
man. Like all I do is get a fade.
I'm like,
and one time I was in his chair for damn near 2 hours, bro.
Bro, I'd have been hot.
Like I was like, yo.
Because then your back starts sweating.
Well, I told him I was like, I got places to go, man. Just chop me up real quick. And like I'm like looking at the clock. He's like, oh, my bad, bro. Like I forgot you had to go somewhere. Yo, let me finish up. And it was shitty. My cut was shitty after that.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Like, yeah. It's like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Like, nigga, you sit there and talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then he ended up moving to the mall. And the last time I went and saw him was like, I hit him up and was like, yo, let me book an appointment. He's like, cool. I get there and he's like, I sit down at my time. And he's like, yo, man, my bad, I'm behind. It's going to be a while before I get to you. And I'm like, okay, how long is a while? He's like, I don't know, man, probably 2 hours plus. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm going to go get something to eat. I just never came back.
I'm tripping.
Never hit him up again.
I had one time I was getting ready to get a cut. And I popped into a spot and I made a reservation before or whatever. So I came up in there and like I came on time.
Yeah.
Got there, sat down in the chair, and this chick come in, bad, with a little boy. Oh. And this nigga, man, he's like, oh, I forgot I had them earlier. It made me get out the chair. I was like,
get up, man. Get up, man.
Hey, man, they already scheduled this one earlier. Yeah, just, I'll get you in a minute. I'll give you like $10 off.
Hey, little man.
Yeah, he's like, come on, man. Got the little boost and shit out for me. I was like, bro, man, fuck this. So I left. Never went back there. But I probably would have done the same shit because she was.
Let the man shoot his shot.
Yeah,
it was probably stepdaddy season. He was trying to get it in, you know?
He'd be like, hey, son. Come here, son.
I cut your hair like I cut my sons. You want to be my son?
Y'all can play ball together. Yeah, that shit. I was like, yeah, that's mad corny. But, you know.
I don't know. It's just crazy out there in these streets for the barbershop game. But once again, I'm glad that COVID's over. I'm glad they can get back to business how they're supposed to be.
If y'all haven't, go and watch the episode of Atlanta with the barber, and that's
COVID's not over. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like an ignorant person, but I'm glad that shit's dying down so they can work again. But yeah,
there's some kind of normalcy.
Atlanta, the barbershop episode is season 2, right?
Yeah, season 2.
Yeah, great episode. If you've ever been to a black barbershop, you can relate to everything that happens in it, even though it pushes it to the extreme. It is.
I don't know if it pushes to the extreme. Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of.
But sometimes, like, they be. I'm like, so the same guy that cut designs and did all that shit. I'm waiting for a cut one day, and he's like, "Hey man, do me a favor." I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" This nigga sent me down the road to go pick up some fucking tacos at the taco spot. He's like, "Hey, grab yourself something." And I was like, "Nigga, I don't want nothing. I just want my hair cut." I was like, you know, let me do this. Because he used to live across the street from me.
Yeah, it's like, maybe I get him this food. He'll give me my cut faster.
So I'm like, all right, we can do that real quick and then, like, be done with it. So, hey, how y'all doing? No, you're good. Yeah, so I was like, man, maybe if I go and, like, drop this off real quick, then, like, I could come back and, you know, like, he'll get me set up real quick and then we can knock it out. But, man, I got back with the burritos and he was like, oh, man, yeah, it's going to be about another, like, 30 minutes. I'm like, oh.
Nah, man, I couldn't do it. It's kind of, there's levels of it where it just feels like it's disrespect.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, stop playing with me, man. Just give me my haircut.
At that time, too, like, I was young. I was like 20.
Of course.
Like, I ain't really had too much experience in the barbershop.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I don't know. The barber that I've always been to, I'm so used to just, like, calling him, having my appointment. He's never behind. If he is behind, it's like a rarity. So, like, when I started going to, like, all black barbershops and whatnot, because my normal barber, he's actually Mexican. A lot of people don't know that. But he cuts, like, an OG, you know what I'm saying? But when I went to these black barbershops, like, I'd get enticed by the conversation, but then I'd realize, like, damn, man, it takes forever in here. And it's just, like, it took longer and longer. So it's like I have to find the right one. And then every time I find the right one, it was always like that barber would cut me up good for like the first few times. Then he'd get comfortable. And it's just like, damn, man.
I'm like, yo, like, how you missed that whole chunk of hair right there?
And that's why I always kept going back to my guy. But the thing about it is, my guy's like, I think he's got to be pushing 80, man. He's pretty old, bro. He's like a Vietnam vet. But I love that dude because he steady hands, always gives me the razor blade edge up. I don't have to ask for it. He knows what he's doing. And like, man, there's something to going to a barber and they're just like the usual. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, when you built that rapport, it's cool.
See, I had one dude like that, and he just ended up getting so busy that he was, like, cutting, like, celebrities and, like, all kinds of shit. So, like, he's like, oh, man, like, I can't really get to you. I'm like, it's all good, man. And so I ended up going to this other cat, and, like, he was solid for a while. But I went to one shop, and I was going to the same dude for a minute. And he was like, oh, man, well, you got, like, a pretty simple cut. Because at the time, I'm like, all I was getting is, like, a little fade. And he's like, oh, go see my man over here.
Yeah.
And sent me to another dude. And I was like, what?
Go see my man.
So I just have bad luck with barbers. Like,
when they hit you with go see my mans, you getting pawned off, bro. That's the worst. It's just like, I ain't got time for you no more.
I'm like, bro, like, it's only going to take, like, 10 minutes, man.
I got to go check my mans one time.
You're the only one that's making me look fresh out here in these streets.
It's like, it was back when I was doing the commute to Austin. I had to get a cut in Austin. And, I got, like, 2 cuts from one dude. Came back and he was busy. He was like, yo, my man down there got you this time. I was like, damn, really? Why'd I text you? I didn't text him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was it. That was the last time.
But then if you made the choice to go see another dude, like go see another barber,
you'd be like, oh, man, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, you be explaining it. It's just like, yo, my bad. Like, but
like, that's what's hot.
You know, that's what's good
like,
enough.
Yeah, man, since you sent me to that nigga last time.
Like, he did me good.
Like, at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
He just walked in and walked right past me. He's like, oh, that's happening.
That's how it's happening.
I wonder if that's how barbers feel. If they're just
I bet they do. They feel like they got cheated on.
Man, we got to ask a barber. Like, how y'all really feel when people just like, because you figure like so many people want to come in for a cut, like they gonna get their money regardless.
Yeah, that's how I always look at it. It's just like, man, don't worry about me. You was busy the other day. Like, you'll be busy again.
Yeah.
Like, chill.
You gonna be all right, Bucko?
Bucko.
Man.
Yeah, that dude he's too real. He's such a real character. It's not even playing.
All right, so we've gone on about the barbers. Let's get into this music corner.
Music corner, dog.
So we decided on this music corner that we would delve into music soundtracks for films.
Yeah.
Why'd I say soundtracks for films?
Yeah, movie soundtracks.
Yeah. So we'll get into that. What is some of your like favorite movie or film soundtracks?
Listen, man. When I tell you, look,
I think I already know.
Look, Batman and Robin is a terrible movie.
Yo.
But the soundtrack was Heat Rocks, bro. It had an original track from Bone Thugs.
Oh,
and then it had that dope ass arcade. I mean, sorry.
Ooh.
I know we're in an age where we're not supposed to say that, but yo, Gotham City was heat back in the day.
Gotham City.
Yes. That song was incredible as a kid.
Man. Yeah, it was. Damn,
So,
you're right.
I'm saying,
For
like,
some reason, I knew he was gonna say that.
No, here's
Wasn't
the thing.
Kiss from a Rose on that?
that was Batman Forever. So that was the thing. Back in the day, I used to think if your movie had a dope soundtrack, the movie wasn't good. And it's like they pushed the soundtrack to hide the fact that the movie wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? Because every ones that I think of, the movies weren't that good. So it'd be like Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, let me see, Mission Impossible 2, things like that. They all had like these banging soundtracks where artists were putting out original songs and stuff for them, but the movies just never lived up to the soundtrack.
What was the Mission Impossible movie that had the soundtrack, the song with the Twister Kanye?
Oh, I don't remember which one that was.
That
It wasn't Mission Impossible. It'd probably be Mission Impossible 3.
I think it was.
So. Yeah,
I think it was.
probably. Because that was around that time. Mission Impossible 2 was like Limp Bizkit did the theme song. And like, yeah, like all these like new metal bands on it.
Bro.
Because it was like with the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to go back and check that one out. Yo.
Told you.
Your selection.
Also, another one, Space Jam. Also, another one that has,
of course,
has R. Kelly on it, unfortunately. But yeah, Space Jam, the original.
What's your favorite song on the Space Jam soundtrack?
I like the Come On and Slam if you want to jam. That one.
Everybody
Get up in time to jam. Because they used to play that at the youth center dance when I was a kid all the time.
Yeah.
Like they had like a rollerblade party and that would come on. I'd be like,
Space
yeah,
Jam.
yeah.
Yo, mine was the Busta Rhymes joint.
Ooh,
When the Monstars came out.
Oh, you know, I didn't know that was Busta.
Yeah.
I did not know that was
Or the
Busta.
Violators.
Yeah, that one was fire
and
too.
then, Basketball Jones.
Yeah.
For some, I don't know
I
why.
got a basketball Jones. Yeah.
Just because I think that scene in the movie when they're
Yep.
going through it. Man, if y'all know what we talking about, you gonna love this
If
segment.
you're 30 plus, you know what we're talking about.
But I'm gonna say movie soundtrack for me would probably be like Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Rush Hour is a good one.
Rush Hour 2.
Mm-hmm. Cradle to the Grave.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna say Belly.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because we gotta go to Africa, B. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of here, man. It's all about Africa. Nas terrible acting.
Man. Damn, I ain't seen that movie in a minute.
I love that movie.
But I mean, you think about it now, it's like we have like so many movies that come out, but like the soundtracks, it's not really like a soundtrack, it's just like a compilation of like songs. More recently you said that.
Yeah, I was saying like I feel like maybe the soundtrack game is making a resurgence because you have like movies like Suicide Squad had like a bunch of like original songs on the soundtrack of like that then and now artists doing songs for it. So it's like Action Bronson did a song for it. Man, who's the girl artist who had a song on it? I forgot her name. Shit, she was popping too. It wasn't Cardi B, but some girl was rapping on it. I should probably find that out instead of just talking. But then you also got Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah,
had its original soundtrack too.
What are some other ones that recently came out that had like original soundtracks that you could think of? I mean, of course, like the Sing movies and like Trolls and stuff like that. They're gonna have original soundtracks, but I haven't heard. And oh shit, Creed.
Yeah, Creed.
Creed had an original soundtrack.
Yeah, Rick Ross had a song on the Suicide Squad, Purple Lamborghini.
Oh, Purple Lamborghini. Yeah. That was him and Skrillex.
Yep.
That was actually pretty dope. That shit got me hyped. We used to play that back in the day at gigs. I used to mix it with some other shit.
Kehlani, G-Eazy, Say Grace. Yeah, like, so that's all, like, put together and stuff. Like, those aren't, like, just tracks that were out. They just put them on there because, like, hey, they're banging.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the thing. Like, when they make, like, these movies that are, like, biopics, so, like, Bohemian Rhapsody or something like that, the soundtrack's basically just going to be the greatest hits for Queen.
Or, like, the Rocket Man one.
Yeah, it's just going to be the greatest hit of Elton John.
The crazy thing is, I think the Rocket Man soundtrack, the dude that was playing him actually sang some of the songs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty dope.
Well, here's one for you. Would you count the album Compton as a soundtrack for the Straight Outta Compton movie? Because that was the accompanying piece of that movie, and it was all original songs. Oh, and shit, how can we forget Black Panther?
Oh yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all original songs. So you gotta, man. Now that I think about that, I gotta re-put my list.
Was that really a soundtrack for Black Panther, though?
Yeah.
Like an official?
Yes. It was the Black Panther soundtrack, curated by Kendrick Lamar.
Because I thought it was just kind of like how American Gangster was. Because American Gangster came out, Jay-Z was like, all right, I'm going to drop an album. You know what I mean?
It wasn't like American Gangster.
It wasn't a soundtrack for the movie. But it had clips of the movie in it, which was like weird. I don't know how they spun that. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but from my understanding is that it wasn't a soundtrack for the film. It was just the album.
Black Panther soundtrack. And then they also call it Black Panther, the album music from and inspired by the movie. So
well, yeah. So I guess we do have some more recent ones that are like pretty dope.
I just don't think they stick out as much. But no, even with that being said, now that I realize Black Panther, like I feel like a dumbass for forgetting that, because that was a big deal when it dropped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Miss me with that bullshit. That was on there, right?
Yeah. All the Stars.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I still find myself
always trying to
that.
sing songs, but I can't sing.
Yeah.
Every time you mention a song, I try and hum it horribly.
Nah. you're just a DJ. That's it.
Yeah. Cause I gotta get used to that. I gotta get used to that. Cause like when people come up to me and they request songs, they're like, "Hey, do you got that one song that's like, no, yeah,
no, I don't."
And I'm like, nah, I ain't never heard that song in my life.
That's all you gotta say.
Who's it by? Lil Wayne. I'm like, what Lil Wayne song is that?
Yeah.
Or this one chick came up one time. This was like back in the day before I even started DJing, and X was DJing. She walked up and she's all drunk. She's like, hey, sir, do you have Lil Drake?
Lil Drake?
I'm like, who the fuck is Lil Drake? But she's just like, I'm like, you know what? Get away from me. Get away. But I always got to smile and shit and be like, yeah, I got your song.
Yeah, sure.
Well, they were coming up to me last night and doing that shit.
Yeah, no, I heard him. I heard Homeboy. He was like, yo, play some Dr. Dre. But he actually tipped you.
Yeah,
so.
He tipped me. He was cool. Like, so I played a whole set for that nigga. I was like, all right, cool. West Coast in here. But then that one lady, she was like, you know what? They would really all come to the floor and dance as if you just played like all Latin music.
Oh, will they? Because you sound like a Valley girl.
Like, you should just play all like Latin music. That's it.
Oh, really? Because that's what you want to play?
Or like bachata, or like...
Because that's what you got on your Spotify?
Merengue.
That's what you got on your Spotify.
Or like Bad Bunny.
Oh, okay. Well, I already played that bitch.
As a matter of fact, just play Bad Bunny's whole album.
Oh.
And
so I'm going to play one artist's whole album all night long.
And then just repeat it after that. And then once you're done playing that, then just play like Nicki Jam, and then
or some J Balvin,
and repeat Bad Bunny again, just because like he's like,
I hate you.
I don't hate, but if you're annoying about requests like that, fuck off.
Fucking dumb. Before you wrap up the soundtrack talk, I just thought of two more. The Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack.
Ooh.
And you got the 8 Mile soundtrack also.
I feel like we've had this conversation.
No, we had the conversation when we were talking about how 50 Cent had bangers, and like how we feel like people were sleeping on 50 Cent post Curtis, but it's like everything he did up to Curtis. Curtis is a mid album. I'll give it to it, but it still has bangers on it.
Yeah.
And then like I remember vividly, Get Rich or Die Trying was the album. We had warm up music from that. Like that was our shit. The I'll Whip Your Head Boy.
I'll whip your
Oh
head,
my
boy.
goodness.
Two niggas in
Oh
the
my
front,
goodness.
2 niggas in the back.
That song was woo.
4 niggas ride
Oh
strap.
man,
Grandma's Cadillac.
I love that song.
I just like how they open the film with that.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
and also another one we missed, Hustle and Flow.
oof.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like when we wrote it down,
But see, that's
it didn't
more
come to
like
my head.
that's more like our time.
I mean, there's still soundtracks.
Yeah.
That blew up.
But I'm talking about in like the
3-6.
last like 5 years. Well, yeah, we had some good ones.
See what I'm saying?
We have. All right.
It's crazy to think about it. You don't want to because they're not the soundtracks you remember
Yeah.
or whatnot.
Because
or
I mean,
just,
like back
you know,
then, like when the soundtracks dropped, like they would have like videos that accompanied it.
Yeah.
Like they would have clips of the movie and be like, oh, like you can like really. It was just all. But now it's just like, all right, the movie's out,
Yeah.
and then here's the album.
yeah, I mean, shit.
Good luck,
Now that Kiss by Rose, bro.
baby.
If
If I ever get brave enough to sing karaoke, that's the first.
that's the go-to.
I've done karaoke before, but I did Kanye songs and I
Mhm.
just rapped the whole shit. But if I ever get brave enough, one song I'm gonna sing is Redbone and the Seal Joint, Kiss from a Rose.
I will do Eddie Murphy, My Girl Parties all the time.
Oh, damn, that's one to add to the list. Let me do that.
Mm.
You know what song I did? I take that back for my birthday in New York. When I was drunk, we were sitting at this bar. It's called Sing Sing,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah, Sing Sing. And so you buy a drink and they give you a ticket and whatever. And my friend that I was with, she put Childish Gambino 3005,
Mm.
and I did bad.
That's a sing along song.
Yeah.
I found myself singing it in the car, of course. But here's what I think. I think it's funny. Like we rapped on stage in front of hundreds of people.
We have.
But karaoke, it's a terror in my heart that I can't get myself to want to.
And I've done it a couple of times, but it's just like all like rap songs. Like I
It's-
can rap them.
It's crazy.
So I don't feel bad like making an ass out of myself.
Yeah.
But you try to get me to sing, like, oh damn. You know what? I did sing another song when I was up there.
Mhm.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, but that's easy to emulate the voice though.
Because
Yeah.
you're being
Nah,
dumb.
nah, yeah, it's-
They handed me the mic. I was like, nobody.
Exactly,
baby."
exactly. that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But yeah, it's like I said, we just overlooked a bunch of soundtracks. They're still pumping out. Because in my mind, I just thought that like, man, I feel like soundtracks kind of like fell off after like the 90s, early 2000s. But it's just like, nah, they've been dropping them heat. They've been dropping heat ever since. I feel like in the 2010s, maybe they were a little bit more vast because you didn't. I mean, come on, Avengers don't have like a big soundtrack. It's like Black Panther is the first Marvel movie that had the music aspect with
Bourbon
it.
and shit.
Sorry.
What I've been seeing a lot more of like is a lot of movie scores.
Yeah,
Like
That's
scores
what
like
you'll get.
Hans Zimmer and like stuff like that, which is really cool because you get to like listen to, like the background music
yeah.
of the. But I mean, other than that, yeah, I guess there was some pretty solid joints out there. So I guess we just got to look out for more. I wonder if there's like what other movies are coming out. Like, which ones would have like soundtracks with them? You think?
You know what would have been dope? Oh, here's another. Also tying into this, if Kong vs. Godzilla had a soundtrack, and then I thought about how like the '98 Godzilla movie had the soundtrack with the P Diddy song.
Bro.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all the '90s were filled with movies with soundtracks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
You know how geeked I'd be just to be like, yo, like I had a song on the Godzilla soundtrack.
Like, yo, if you had the big summer blockbuster, it better had a soundtrack. You got the Men in Blacks, Wild
Men in
Wild
Black.
West. All that
Damn,
shit.
bro.
See what I'm saying? Like, why is this slipping our mind until now? Like, the Ranger Creeks, it's bringing up
bringing back
deep-
memories.
deep-seated memories.
So, well, on that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up. We've been here talking about all these lovely things for a good amount of time.
No scary noises at the end this time. We're good. We're good.
For now.
No.
But yeah, so we're gonna wrap this episode up. And if y'all got any questions for us or any recommendations on things we should try in the future, please hit us up at idkpodcast2020@gmail.com. We still got to change that. I know. At Saucy Boys Pod on Instagram. You can find our ads on there. But yeah, hit us up.
Yep.
Let us know what you think.
Remember to pick up some Ranger Creek 36. Pick it up based on the fact that Phil likes it. And that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
Phil likes it. So this is Mike Stokes. I'm signing off.
Peace.